There's a couple of different ways you can open files in Photoshop. First of all is to do it through Photoshop itself. You can go up to File and either go to Open or Open Recent to see some of the more recent files that have been opened. If you choose Open, this will give you your Open dialog box, and then simply a matter of finding the file that you need to open based on where you saved it. You can also tell it to filter through certain types of files if you're looking, for a JPEG or a Photoshop file. A second way of doing it is using MiniBridge. Bridge is Adobe's software that allows you to catalog and organize lots of different images. And if you're a photographer or if you're using a large variety of Photoshop files, this is actually a great little tool to use. MiniBridge is often found at the bottom of your page setup. If you don't see it, you can always go to the drop-down menu. But this is another way of showing you a little preview of all the images based in different folders that you happen to have. I tend to find MiniBridge to be a little bit slower for how I use it. But like I said, if you've got really large files, especially if they get up in the hundreds of megabytes, MiniBridge is another great option as well. If you're not in Photoshop, here's another couple of ways you can open up different image files. Of course, you can always double-click on a Photoshop file. So for instance, this is a photoshop.psd, and if I double-click, it should automatically open in whatever version of Photoshop that I have. Another way is to drag a file to the Photoshop icon, and this is true for most Adobe software. If I was to click on an image, say this image, and drag it down to my dock and release it, it'll open up in its own window within Photoshop.